Hello, Assalamualaikum, dear viewers. We are going to talk about the improvement of English. So English not in only its solo regards, but English with all its four aspects or skills. In fact, reading, writing, speaking, and listening. As we know that developing these four skills make a speaker quite perfect in a language. So today with me, a learner, this learner has improved his English unbelievably by just following himself, actually keeping concentration to himself. And today, this boy would share his experiences of his journey of learning English. So here with me is Sadiq Hasan. So Sadiq Hasan, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. Thanks for introducing me, and I am so glad to be here with you. So, yes.
Okay, Sadiq Hasan, so far we know that, especially I know that applauded in different competition as well as by different learned person of our country or every country about your English, improvement of English. So could you share your journey of learning English with us?
Yes, of course. My journey of learning English, it's not a long journey perhaps, but I have achieved quite a few things in regard of English. And from my childhood, I have tried to take myself to a better position. I tried to uplift myself in regard of learning. And English is a great part of not only the language but also English literature. And you have asked that how I got developed. Is it? Yes. Okay. So it's so simple. You have to keep trying. There is no particular method for this. You can try several methods. You can try learning grammar. You can try hearing podcasts and watching videos and watching movies and cartoons. You can watch the news on TV or in the internet. But if you are so consistent with your goal, if you keep trying, I believe it is possible. You have to believe in yourself. Yes, and you have to try it yourself. You have to throw away every shame, okay, every shyness. So you have to just be free like a bird so that you can fly.
Okay, so from the perspective of Bangladesh, we don't have that kind of atmosphere for English, but you still perhaps overcome a lot of challenges to your journey.
Yes.
Can you share your challenges and as well as the overcoming of those challenges?
Yeah. Yes, it's a great question. It's a great question. I have to appreciate you for that question. Actually, the thing is, the obstacles in our country is sometimes we have not the good tutoring, the quality teaching. Okay, sometimes we get stuck along the journey. But the thing is, if you try it in different methods, if you try to learn grammar from different sources, and you have to learn, you have to understand, you have to discover that which method or which source or which teacher is or which institution is perfect for you or good for you. Even you can learn from various institutions, various methods and various teachers. And the obstacles can be like when you try to speak English with the public, you see that people avoid speaking in English, they prefer always Bengali. But you can make them speak English by making them understand the value of English. Okay, you can choose your special friends who are interested in English like you, then you can do conversations. Because if you do not practice yourself, then reading books and listening to lectures won't be that much of help. Yeah.
And yes, we know that most of our learners, in fact, they dream to be a fluent speaker or writer in English, but still they falter. I don't know about their dream or execution of dream. Are they really very solid to their ground to achieve the dream? So what do you think that despite of having dream or I don't know whether they have the resolution in their mind or not, they are not getting successful in their journey. So what have you found out surveying friends who are still not advanced in English?
Yes, what I found is, people are not consistent. They have dreams, but they try for a limited amount of time, and when they think that it is not possible or it is hardly possible, they just leave their dream and they dream of something new. And again, when English is needed, they get desperate. They try to achieve the things in a short amount of time, which is not possible. They always search for the shortcuts. So I think they have to believe in themselves, and when they start learning, they will face difficulties. And that is the time when they think that it's not possible for them, they can't carry on. But if they believe in themselves and they think that yes, we can carry on and we can keep trying and learn step by step, little by little, one day they will be great.
You are saying that the combination of perseverance and persistence are must record regarding fulfilling any dream of a particular learner. So as we know that most of our learners, they hanker after teachers. So do you support this hankering after or changing of teachers or not keeping themselves enticed to a particular ground? Do you support this? What's your opinion regarding this?
Yeah, it's really a confusing question because it depends on how the teachers are, or which method are they trying, or which institution are they going to understand, to learn English, to be fluent, to be knowledgeable in English. It depends on that. But I think if it turns into a habit, that going there, going here, going there and coming back, and at the end of the day they are desperate, they think that oh, it's not possible. They thought that oh, this teacher is not doing it, this teacher can't do that, so we want to go to another teacher. This coaching is not giving that, we want to go to another institution for learning English. So if they get that much desperate and skeptic, they want to escape from the current teacher or current method or current institution, regardless of how the institution, how the method, how the teacher is, then of course it's so dangerous, and in the long run they won't be successful. So it's very important that they have to be consistent, and before changing a teacher or an institution or a method, they should ask themselves, is the teacher or method, the institution worth of learning, or are we going to do the same without thinking about it?
As we know that developing English means developing 4 skills of English. As we know that reading, writing, speaking and listening. And so far I know that you have developed at least in all of these 4 skills. So can you give an account for each skill and how that skill grows inside you?
Yes, very important question. Yes, actually each of the skills, the 4 skills, they are connected among them. Actually, they are severely connected among them. If you want to write in the perfect way, in the right way, then you have to learn the language. And if you learn the language, you can speak. Okay. So when you learn the language, you can understand. Then you can easily understand by listening. So you can read, you can speak, you can write, you can listen. So that's it. It's interconnected. They are interconnected, and how to achieve them? You have to be consistent. You have to learn proper grammar. You have to try. But at first, when you will fail, do not think that you are failed. Think that you have achieved something.
So I know that you have a good connection with some foreign teachers and you are being taught by them. And do you feel any difficulty in understanding of their speech?
Oh, very beautiful question. Very important to me. That is, when they talk with me, they talk in an easy way so that I can understand. Okay. But when I went to international meetings where different peoples from different countries, they are talking to each other, and I am just one of them, where they do not talk easy just for me to understand. Okay. So they talk in their way, in their accent, in their speed, in their fluency. So then I can measure myself that my skill, how is it actually. Then I discovered that yes, I almost can understand everything, but several things, when they're too much speedy, when they're so much fluent, then I can't understand quite a few words. Yes, I have to overcome this obstacle actually. Yeah.
And yes, about your achievement. So last year, I know in Education Week you participated and you won the Upazila level competition. Then at the district level competition, you were also selected for the divisional level competition. And yes, fortunately, you also won that competition. And finally, you were sent to Dhaka, but unfortunately, you were not selected. And this journey, I think that one of the successful journeys of your life. So how do you capitalize the experiences of those journeys?
Okay, great question. Actually, people do think that this is a great achievement, these are great achievements. Yes, I also do think so. But in my experience, what I have faced is that it is Bangladesh, and those competitions, they just simply, got arranged. And in a regular way, I just went there. I did talk in English. I applied my skills, and yes, I was the champion, even in the division level. But in the national level, I could not place there. But I have no regret.
So I also know that in one of the international seminars, you were applauded for your paper presentation.
Yes, right.
And you were awarded for your participation and the presentation of papers. Are you encouraged with that prize, and you were encouraged with the experiences?
Yes, that seminar was different, and because there were foreign people, and the benefit of that conference was that I got my time to speak, and I got enough time to prepare my papers so that I could use my imagination, I could use my skills, my power to create something important, something worthy. And that is why my papers, my actually presentation got praised in a huge way, which was expected, but I did not expect that it would happen like this, but it happened. And I am so happy that I could reveal my inner words to the people, even to the people outside of our country.
Okay, so can you give an introduction of your present life and, in fact, your academic life?
Okay, academic introduction. I'm Sadiq Hassan. The name of my institution is Uttor Bangla College, Khakina, Lalmonirhat, and I'm from English department. My college is under National University, and I am in third year.
Undoubtedly, you have a future goal. So what's your goal? Or if you have goals, so can you give some accounts of the goals?
Yes, thank you for this question. Actually, everyone has their goals in life. And mine is I want to be a teacher like you, and also I want to be a poet, a person of literature. I want to be a famous person.
So thank you, Sadiq, for being with me for this moment.
Thanks a lot.